So we're looking here at what we believe to be a 1960 Coronet Caravan. It has bondwood sides. The condition is deteriorating rapidly, but it's still functional. Nothing has been done to this van for at least 20 years, and it has unfortunately sat out here in the open. So we'll take a walk around. As you can see, the condition is not exactly good, but it's basically still sound and intact, and it's definitely ready for renovation. Nothing has been covered up or disguised. The aim here is to show anyone who's genuinely interested in this particular van what it actually looks exactly like. This side, the previous owner has done some patchwork over the plywood panels. It's obviously preserved it there, but unfortunately there's been a fair bit of water leakage through the roof, and we'll get to that on the inside. Going inside the van now, the upholstery is the old spring type rubber. Definitely all needs to be redone. It needs the hand of a good renovator with a lot of passion and an interest in an old van. This corner I'm looking at has had water damage through that top front cupboard there, and it's probably about the worst point there and inside the wardrobe, which we can show you in photographs a little later if you're still interested. So there's the colour scheme. A lot of water's dropped through that hatch. It's done some damage to the floor, some of the plywood. The roof's essentially intact. A few little blemishes here and there, but I think it's savable. Looking around, very few modifications. Looks like a power lead's been inserted there to the only power point above the sink. It's still the original hand pump, and it's the original ice chest, which we'll get to in a moment and show you. The table drops down, of course, to form a double bed at one end, and the actual master double bed is behind me, which is a bench seat across the back of the van during the daytime. There's the floor damage, water from the hatch. These tiles obviously need replacing. The floor underneath it seems alright, but that's for the renovators to decide. We're not trying to cover anything up. We just want you to take a close look at it and just determine whether this is really something that you would be interested in or not. Yeah, the back rear upholstery actually looks quite nice. Those cushions might be okay. However, it's what we're displaying is what we've got. Taking a look around here, so that slides out on a wooden base, and the other backrest drops down to form the other half of the bed. There in that back corner you can see some damage along that roof line, in through that cupboard and over here. Now, since this video was taken, we've put a plastic tarp over it because we're trying to keep the van exactly as you see it now, with nothing further deteriorating while we've decided to make the decision to sell it. I have photographs which I will lead you to, and they will give you a better, clearer look inside some of these cupboards and panels. I should take a look around here. This was probably about the worst one, I think. Yeah, so there you go. Window latches, rather quaint. They're a little rusty, but I have no idea if they actually work or not. The seals look like they need new rubbers. There's a small modification, probably handy hooks for holding your clothes up. Looking down the van, around the hatch, that's where a fair bit of water's got in over many years. This van sat on site now and hasn't been used for well in excess of 10 years, probably closer to 20. Unfortunately, it hasn't had a cover for all that time. There's the ice chest. Great little unit. Nothing's been altered. It's still the actual original. The first owner is very proud of this van, and he sold it on to the second owner, who owned this van for well over 40 years, and he couldn't part with it, and he didn't. But sadly now it's time for it to go. Cupboards, cute stove. The stove's a gas stove. You slide the panel to the right and it exposes the stove underneath, and away you go. Nothing's been tested. I can't vouch for what's working and what's not working. What you see here is what we're sadly going to be offering for sale. I haven't tested the water pump. It's rather a cute looking one, much more solid than some of the new ones, the plastic ones. And the little drop down table at the front. Just has that little pole that folds underneath. There are lockers under those two front seats, and I dare say there's a locker under the back and inside the wardrobe. A little bit of damage there. I think an upholsterer's got his work cut out there, but the original upholstery is there for the new owner to see. That's where the roof has had some leakage. One fluorescent light. Nice patterning on the roof. I think the roof panelling is probably savable. So, yep, that's our little van, the little Coronet, and that's about all I can show you, except for the far more detailed photographs which I will make available on the sale site.